14 minutes past 7. Let's lighten the mood, shall we? Let's go to Skegness, where filming has begun for the BBC TV series Strike. It's based on the book by J.K. Rowling, who we know has visited. I actually spoke to J.K. Rowling's people last year when Harry read in the book that Skegness was featured, and it was clear from the way the book's been written that she'd been there, and they confirmed, although J.K. wouldn't come on the show, they confirmed that she has been there. So we sent reporter Harry out to try and get in the background of a scene. How's it going, Harry? Where are you?
Well, I'm standing in front of what's normally called the North Parade Hotel or North Parade Seafront Accommodation. It's one of those hotels that runs along the front of the seafront here in Skegness. And it's, as I say, it's normally called that. But it's got a new name, a temporary new name, called the Allardyce Guest House. And that's because in the book, Troubled Blood by J.K. Rowling, although this is under her pseudonym, her alternative pen name, Robert Galbraith, it's got a new name. It's called that. So they've decided to swap the signs out, and I don't know whether they've changed anything else on the front. I can't remember exactly what it looked like beforehand, but there's definitely changes afoot here for this hotel in particular. And there's film crews gathered all along the front. There's a few people wandering around putting cables out this morning. There's trolleys all filled with sort of different bits of filming equipment. And there's big vans being unloaded slowly this morning. I've just had a chat with some of the crew for this BBC drama, which is called Strike. You may remember it, actually. It's had a few series in the past. And I've spoken to them, and they say filming should start at 8 o'clock this morning. So we should be seeing some stars popping their heads out. Because in the book, which was released in 2020, Strike comes here, the detective. He comes and investigates a sort of historical murder case, and wants to talk to the owner of this Allardyce guest house, which has been made up here. And he investigates the crime here. So very exciting. Filming is all happening here in Skegness this morning. And there were bits of it happening yesterday. They had a big Land Rover that regular viewers of the programme will recognise. And they were down here with the stars, Tom Burke and Holiday Granger, the Strike, the detective, and his assistant Robin. So lots going on this morning. Hopefully I'm going to just be able to sort of meander about and stand in the background and maybe get in the way, and maybe even people will mistake me for like the murderer or something like that in the TV show. Wouldn't that be great, Sean?
I can just see you being the lead suspect. You've got that look about you. We'll be back with Harry in Skegness through the morning. Did you see yesterday? Maybe you saw some of the filming. I think it was near the train station yesterday where they were filming as well. Did you try and get in the background? I wish you hurriedly moved on. We'll be back with Harry in Skegness. You're chasing of a different kind this morning in Skegness, aren't you? What are you up to?
Yeah, that's right. I'm on North Parade in Skegness at the moment, just looking down the front at loads and loads of cones that have been laid out because there's traffic restrictions underway. But it's not for some sort of boring pothole fixing or something like that. No, this is for filming of BBC drama Strike, which is based on the books by J.K. Rowling, although she writes them under a pseudonym, Robert Galbraith. And actually, just a few minutes ago, a car pulled up which is towing a Land Rover that people would recognise from the TV series as being a sort of dilapidated old Land Rover that Strike, the detective, Cormoran Strike, drives around, or at least is driven around in by his assistant Robin. And opposite me is the Allardyce Guest House, which is not usually called that. It's usually called the North Parade Hotel, but it's been transformed, and there's a sort of hive of activity in front of it with lots of people hovering around, putting cables out and things like that. There's loads of big trolleys full of wires and cameras and all these sorts of things, because they'll be filming in it from 8 o'clock, we're told. Lots of people still arriving at this B&B on the front, which has been transformed into the Allardyce Guest House, which is the home of one of the suspects in this murder inquiry. We'll find out whether it's the actual murderer or not when the TV series comes out.
We will. It's very exciting. Thank you very much, Harry, in Skegness for us this morning. Check out our social media. There's a photo of what's normally the North Shore Hotel that now has a sign saying the Allardyce Guest House. It's amazing what they can do with film crews and stuff. So check that out. And we'll have, I'm sure, more images across our social media through the day. And we'll be back with Harry on the film set itself. Skegness. To Skegness now, where thankfully it's not blowing a gale. Harry Parkhill is there for us, though, because there's some filming taking place, very excitingly. Harry.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I'm on North Parade in Skegness, where they've got cones everywhere, and I'm standing opposite one of the hotels. It's usually called the North Parade Hotel, but earlier on we saw them sticking new signs on. It has a big sort of sign saying Allardyce Guest House. It has the little tiny sign at the front that I think they forgot to cover up yesterday, so it's now been covered up, so it's named for exactly as it is in the books by J.K. Rowling. This is all as part of filming of a new TV series, Strike, which you may have seen previous episodes of. It's been going for a few years now, so I think since 2017 or thereabouts, and they're filming here in Skegness today. In fact, if you see a sort of slightly beaten up Land Rover driving out around the roads of Skegness, then they may well be filming right now, because that's what they're doing. They've got this Land Rover that people, if you've seen the TV series before, you'll recognise this Land Rover. It's deliberately beaten up, basically, and they're driving around Skegness at the moment. In a few minutes' time, hopefully I'll be talking to one of the producers of the TV series, who's hovering around. He's just sort of getting all the set ready and everything like that before they start filming here this morning. But you may remember a while back we spoke to hotel owners and things like that who were here when J.K. Rowling herself was sort of researching the area for her book, which was released in 2020. Now they're here. They've descended on the town in force, and dozens of people, loads of lorries, and lots of big contraptions being wheeled around. In fact, there's something being wheeled out in front of me. It looks a bit like something that land on the moon, but it's got 3 wheels and big metal poles sticking out and everything. So loads going on here. I'm just waiting for the producer to come over, so hopefully we'll be able to record something with him in a few minutes and play it out for you and hear all about what exactly is happening and why they've chosen this particular hotel to film in this big TV series that will be on the BBC at some point in the next year or so.
Exciting news. Harry there in Skegness. We'll be back with him and hopefully with that producer a little bit later on the show as well. Yeah, it was Harry. He's a keen fan. He reads all the books. I don't know if you do. And he spotted Skegness was in the new book. And so thought, well, are they going to film in Skegness then? We talked about it. It must be a year or so ago now. And then from the description in the book, it's clear J.K. Rowling, who of course writes it under a pseudonym, had been to Skegness, because she's very descriptive. And we actually got it confirmed from J.K. Rowling's people that yes, indeed, she had been into Skegness itself, stayed overnight and researched very, very well. I don't think she's there now. Don't think she's there for the filming, but you never know. And some of the stars are definitely there. So back with Harry and the producers soon. If you're in Skegness, how excited are you? You're a fan of the Strike series, J.K. Rowling? Well, if you are, you'll be excited about what's happening in Skegness right now. Let's go back to Harry. Where are you, Harry?
So we're standing on North Parade in Skegness, just in front of a guest house that's been transformed into the Allardyce Guest House, usually the North Parade Hotel, but it's been transformed. There's loads of different bits of filming paraphernalia in front of me, and I've got Alex Rendell here, who's the producer of Strike. This is the TV series based on the J.K. Rowling novels, and you've descended in force today, haven't you?
We descended yesterday through the storm, but we all got here in one piece, just about.
And you've been filming already in Skegness yesterday, so just tell me a little bit about what's happening and about the series itself.
Well, we're in Skegness because it's in the book, basically. Jo Rowling wrote a section towards the end of the book where Strike and Robin are looking for a character that they've been looking for throughout the book, and as it turns out in the scripts we're doing 4 episodes, so in the last episode they finally find a character they're looking for in a guest house in Skegness.
Yeah, so murder suspect or something like that.
Possibly.
Yes.
I mean, it's all in the book, so
Yes.
I'm not. But yes, it's somebody they really want to question. They're dealing with a cold case that's 50 years old. The chap that they find is in his 70s, and he may be the key to finding the answer to a missing person case.
And I mentioned there, that you've descended in force over the last day or so. I mean, this is a huge production. This is a big TV series coming on BBC later on this year or next year. And, you've got all this kit, you've got loads of lorries here. I mean, it must be logistically quite a nightmare to, Jo Rowling puts something on a page in a book and you've got to make it reality.
Yes. She doesn't write the script. Tom Edge writes the brilliant scripts. And yes, it is a big logistical it's not a nightmare. We have people to organise it.
Yeah.
So we have production team and location team, and they make sure everybody's in the right place at the right time.
So you have to sort of ask a hotel, I suppose, to take over the hotel for the week.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the location department. Once we knew when we were prepping that we were coming to Skegness, it was in the script. A scout would have come and would have literally gone and walked down this road, because I think this road is actually mentioned in the book, and gone to every hotel and said, would you be interested in filming?
Right, and is J.K. Rowling herself likely to turn up to filming today?
I don't.
Because we know she's been to Skegness before to do the research.
Well, Jo doesn't write about anything she hasn't visited. So she puts a lot of things in her books of real places. We get some of them in the scripts, obviously not all of them, and we try and get to as many as we can. Obviously, I think the Allardyce isn't a real, is mentioned in the book as Allardyce. There isn't a real Allardyce, but she's been to Skegness, and no, she's not coming to Skegness.
No, she's not coming to. See, we're hoping. But the stars of the TV show are Tom Burke and Holiday Granger, and I think I saw at least one of them head into the hotel already. So they're here and they're filming already.
I haven't seen them, but well done. Yeah, they were here yesterday doing some filming, and they've got some scenes today where they are inside. We're going to be inside interviewing the character that they've been trying to track down, basically.
Yeah. So it's a big series. And when's it coming out then? When's it due to be released?
I don't know, but it won't be this year. It'll be next year, maybe early next year.
And there's another book on the way, from what I gather. I think it's due in August or thereabouts.
I don't know the publication of that, but I do know that there is another one coming.
Yeah.
Yes, I think if you look on the internet, it's called Ink Black Heart or something like that. I think,
so I'd imagine the series will continue.
We can only hope.
We can only hope. Well, thank you very much. I'll let you get back to work. I'm sure it's really busy as filming just starts this morning here in Skegness. Have a nice day in Skeggy, and do get some fish and chips and support our chippies.
I already have, and I'll be getting more. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I bet. The producer there of the Strike series, fantastic filming in Skegness, and well done to Harry. He's been in Skegness all morning. The thing is, Harry knows how it ends because he's read the book. I don't know if you're a big fan of the books as well. So very, very clever, Harry, being able to talk about something without giving it away. They were erring around it there, talking about a certain character that's being interviewed in that hotel in Skegness today. That's what the filming is all about. But without giving away too much. Anyway, if you're in Skeg, that's what all the excitement's about. Thank you, Harry. Back, I think he'll probably be back with Carla after 10 with a little bit more.
We've got Harry out and about on Celeb Watch. He's in Skegness for the latest series of the BBC TV drama Strike. And I think you're not alone, Harry. There's quite a few people gathering now to see who they can spot.
Absolutely right. Yes, I'm standing on North Parade, just looking at the hotel that they've transformed into, basically renamed it for one day only here in Skegness. It's usually the North Parade Hotel. Today it's the Allardyce Guest House, which is the sort of central point for one of the I suppose the suspects in the programme that will be out sometime next year. It's based on the book by J.K. Rowling. There's a huge gathering of people. There's dozens of people on the side here on the promenade, and we were told just a few minutes ago to move along a bit because they're just about to film a scene with the detective Cormoran Strike and his assistant, or who's a protege, I suppose is the best way of describing it, Robin. They're going to head out onto the side in a minute, but I'll just have a quick chat with some of these people gathered. Excuse me, what's your name?
It's Emma.
Emma. So, whereabouts are you from?
We're from the Midlands.
Midlands. Have you come just to see this, or just on holiday?
We're just on holiday this week.
And what do you think to seeing all this film crew gathered on the side of the path?
It's really exciting. Yeah, we stayed at that hotel when we were staying last time.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Oh, did you? So they booked it out, so you couldn't get a spot this time?
No, we couldn't.
And what's your name?
Jeff.
Jeff. And are you a fan of the TV show or the book?
Yes, Series 1, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, in Series 1. I didn't realise with J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
I didn't realise it.
Yeah. Well, she stayed at the hotel up the road when she came, because she wrote the book based on it. She stayed at the one of the hotels down the way. So that's what they filmed it.
Walking past yesterday and saw all the equipment out, so didn't realise what it was. It's good. It's interesting.
It is. It sounds like they're shouting about going to do a shot in a second. Can I ask you, what's your name, young man?
Elliot.
And what's your name? Harry, oh, just like me. And what do you think to seeing all these film crew here?
I didn't know I was going to be on, and I was surprised seeing them, yeah.
Yeah, but it is a surprise. What do you think?
Is it exciting?
Yeah.
It's exciting. There you go. Brilliant. Well, there you go. Let's talk to someone else. What was your name?
Natalie.
And Natalie, are you a big fan, or are you?
Yeah, massively. Me and my husband's watched the episodes. It's great. It's so exciting. Like, I'll be here all day, I would. Even to get a picture of him, it'll be good.
Well, have you seen any of the stars yet?
Yeah, they walked straight past me, but obviously they're busy, so they didn't manage to stop. So.
Oh yeah, because they've got a real tight schedule. I was talking to the producer earlier.
Yeah, definitely. But hopefully I'll be an extra. Hopefully they get a little snapshot of me behind. That'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
I'm just dreaming.
You're just dreaming for your big star moment. There we go. That's Natalie. And someone over here has got one of the books in their pocket. What's your name?
My name's Leah.
Leah. So you're a big fan. I see you've got the book. Are you hoping to get it signed?
Hopefully so. Yeah, but I think they're on a tight schedule. So
yeah, it is. They've been sort of moving backwards and forwards a lot. And there's the Land Rover that's over there. That if you've watched the TV series and read the books, this is kind of an important thing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Is it exciting?
100%. It's very exciting for us.
And I detect an accent. Have you come far for this?
Well, not far. North East Derbyshire, so not too far. So
but you come specifically for this?
I have, and to come to Skeggy, obviously. I like Skegness.
Well, exactly. We love Skeggy too. And so you've got a book. You want to get it signed. You want to meet the stars. Have you had a chance to see them yet?
No. Well, I've only seen them at a distance, but like I say, hopefully, maybe I can catch them at some point.
And get a selfie or a signature.
Well, I'd prefer a signature, to be fair, in my book, so that's...
Well, there's one of the stars. She's just popping out now. That's Holiday Granger. She's the Robin in the TV series, isn't she?
Yes, she is, yes. Very good at that too. She's very good.
Yeah. What's it like? I mean, because obviously everyone's gathered here and there's the film crews. I mean, is it as impressive or as exciting as you...
It's the first time, actually, on a set of any production, so it's quite interesting and exciting.
And even they're just gesturing at us now to say get out of the way, aren't they? Because they keep moving us along, because I think people keep wanting to poke in so they can see inside the doors of the hotel, but they keep telling us off.
Yeah. But we've got a good spot over at Road. We're all right. We can still see.
We can still see it. It's great fun, isn't it? Just sort of hovering around, waiting for something to happen. But I know I've been hovering around all morning now.
I know, bless you, haven't you?
I have, but it's been great. So there you go. Here at Skegness, the North Promenade, there's loads of people standing on walls and taking pictures and all that sort of stuff. It's the talk of the town, Carla, here in Skegness. Strike, the TV series based on the books by J.K. Rowling. And it's filming here until tomorrow, I believe. They'll be on the promenade tomorrow morning.
Oh, it's brilliant. Everyone sounds really excited, Harry. I know you are, but everybody else there sounds really excited as well.
It's infectious. It really is. I think it's because they've literally just told us off and they've sort of said, get out of the way. We're about to do a shot. So I think everyone's like, oh, we might be involved if we walk across and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, there's definitely a frisson of excitement this morning here in Skegness.
There's always a danger.
I know.
Isn't
I thought I'd throw a bit of a fancy word there for you.
When you're in that sort of situation, you can't leave. You end up there for hours because every few minutes you think something's about to happen. You don't want to miss it.
I know. I really should go back and do some proper work, shouldn't I, really? But I'm hovering around. So, sadly, the producer said that I'm not going to be able to talk to the stars, but we've got contact details. Maybe they'll be on your show when it's released on telly at some point.
That'd be good. I hope so. Well, look, you've got an important audition as well, haven't you, coming up today? So you've got to you've got to prepare for that as well. For the chase.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm going to be on the chase later. Well, I'm going to be auditioning for it later. So yeah, it's a star-studded day. I'll see you. I'll remember you when I'm on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Carla.
All right, when you're putting your hands in the cement. All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck with the chase. Thanks, Harry. Harry's in Skegness and loads of other people as well, it seems, looking at the filming that's going on there for the BBC TV drama Strike. If you're going, and if you're nearby or you're heading that way, go and have a peek. You'll certainly see Harry darting around in his excited state. But it is a bit like that. I remember...